Would you like to know how to make this page in this memory book? It's got some hidden flaps, which I won't show you yet. It's a very interactive page. So if you'd like to know how to make this, grab yourself a coffee, get comfy, relax and enjoy the show. Hello, Tamara here. Nice of you to join me and a very warm welcome to my channel. It's lovely to have you here with me today. I hope you're having a very good day wherever you are in the world. And we are going to be looking at doing the next page in our baby bureau box and album project that we've been doing over the last couple of weeks or so. So what I thought we would do, I thought we would do 2 pages that are like this. So this came out of my sister's album, and what it is it would fit. Let me see if I can get. So here's my page. So this would be my page. You want to say that I can use that? Yeah. So this would be my page. Because this is the opposite way, it's going to go in differently. So this would be my page, and it's on like its own little folder. So that would fit into the pocket of the actual page, and then would flip over. But because this has been made to go on to this side of your page, that's why it's this way. So we're going to have to turn this round and have it going, because it's opening this way on this album. So please, there will be also there is also a PDF cutting guide that goes along with this series of videos. The only thing I do ask is that you print it out and you use it. One, you please become a subscriber of my channel and comment and like. And the other thing is if you share anything that you've made, please let me see it, because I love to see what you make with my tutorials. So I've got my pieces cut out ready, and then so I'll just give you the measurements. So to start with, we need a file type flap. Okay, so you'll need 2 pieces of cardstock for this. So number 1, you're going to label it base, the big flap stroke file. Okay, I know what that is then. And then you're going to measure it at 6 by 9 inches, and then with the 9-inch, with the 6-inch measurement up against your trimmer here, you're going to score it at 1/2 inch to give you that glue tab. Okay. Then the next pieces that go with that, you're going to cut this at 5.5 by 9, and then these 2 pieces get stuck together. So the next part, you're going to label it flap 1, and this is going to be at 6 inches by 9 inches, and again you're going to score it the same as that with the 6-inch the 6-inch measurement down the side of your trimmer, and then you're going to score along the long edge, the 9-inch side, at 1/2 inch again. Okay, and label that flap 1. Your next flap is flap 2, and you want to label this 4 diagonal pockets. Okay, and then this flap, the diagonal pockets are going to fit onto this flap. So you're going to cut this at 5 3/4 by 9 inches. You're going to score at 1/2 and at 3/4. Okay, so then you create that 1/4 inch gusset along the top there. Okay, the next 2 pieces you're going to cut 2 of these, and you'll need to cut them at 6 by 8.5, and along the 2 long sides you're going to score 1/2 inch on either side on both of those, and if you label them diagonal pockets. Okay, working on the base big flap and file, and then the other one that was your 5.5 inch measurement. You need those two. So we're going to put our double-sided tape along that glue tab on the valley fold side of your card. Okay, all the way up. Burnish that down. Pick that out. And then these two are going to fit together. This is going to then create that file. So you want to come up to just below that scored edge, trying to get your two top and your bottom level as possible, and then just very carefully inch that over to start to stick, so that the double-sided tape will then start to stick to that page underneath. And then you've created sort of a little flap booklet type thing. So with your page like this, we're going to, because this is going on the back of our page, so if I bring my page in, it's going on this page here. We're going to, this needs to fit inside the page in that little pocket that we've created. It needs to sit inside there like so. Okay, so we're going to have our flaps opening this way, so that we can put our workings out on this edge here. When we do it on page 8, or page 7, sorry, it will come the other way, so you will have it opening that way as well. Okay, so it just makes it look a little bit confusing, but once we get there you'll understand what I mean. So we're going to work on our base. So the first thing we need to put on is the flap 2, okay, and this is for the diagonal pockets. Now you can either attach it now or wait and then attach it once we've got all the pieces fitted to it. I think we'll fit all the pieces to it before we fit it on. So bringing in then your diagonal pieces, any one, it doesn't matter which one because they're going to be both the same. So I'm going to do the short diagonal piece first. So you are going to need to fold over those scored edges like so, and you're going to measure up 3 inches on your left hand side. Okay, so measure up and put a little nick in that 3-inch mark. Okay, turn it over, and then from the right hand top corner, that was your left hand bottom corner, this is your right hand top corner, we're going to measure down 3 1/4. Okay, like so. There. And then we are going to cut this top piece off. So this here is going to go. So I'm just using a craft knife and my ruler, and keeping those glue tabs closed, we're going to hopefully get our mark, which I think is there and there, line them up, okay, and then just cut them off. There we go. So the next one we need to cut then is the bigger pocket. So we only need to make 1 mark on these, and that's going to come from the top right hand corner down, and you're going to measure it down to 3 inches. Okay, so 3 inches. And then from this line here, from your dot, we're going to then diagonally cut up to the top left hand corner. So from the top left hand one to your pencil mark at 3 inches, you're going to cut that bit off. Like so. And then that creates your 2 diagonal pockets. We're going to work now on flap 2, the one that we said that we had to label 4 diagonal pockets, because this is going to be the base of our diagonal pockets. So we're going to fit it's going to go underneath. So the glue tab is going to go underneath our page so that it fits on this side here. So we need to put tape on the short glue tab on the mounting fold, and on the long side we need to put it on the valley, so the opposite way, like so. Okay, burnish that down, take that off. Now remember, we're working with it so it's going this way, okay? When we do the other side, you will work it the other way because it's going in that side, okay? So what we need to do is, I'm just making sure I've got this the right way. We're going to line up the bottom of our 2 pieces of paper so that they match, and then we're going to bring the edge of the flap up to about just where that scored line is, and then we just carefully start to ease that double-sided tape over onto the back so that you create then your flap. So this one we can then go ahead and we can tape it down. Now you can either tape it down now or wait and we can cover this and then tape it down after that. So I think we'll do that. We'll wait and tape it down afterwards. So once we've done that, we now need to put our next diagonal on. This side closure needs to come this side, but instead of putting it over, we're going to actually attach this to the top. So we will need to put the double-sided tape on both of these glue tabs on the mountain side fold, like so. Burnish it down and take one side off. So I'm taking the small side off first, push them down, and then get these into place. So I'm going to line up the bottom corner and then the sides so that they are nice and straight, and then just burnish that down. So then that's going to create those flips. Now if you didn't want to have these as pockets, you could have them as flaps up like so. That would look really good as well. You would just need to do away with this glue tab here, and or you could have them going round and then have like an inside pocket, so a pocket in there. That would look quite good as well. So you could do away with those and just have them as a flap up and flap, you know, flaps that open out rather than having them as a pocket. So there's another alternative for you. So once we've got them into place, what we're going to do is this front pocket, once we've covered it, this front pocket we're going to tape, well actually we could tape it, no we couldn't. So this front pocket, sorry, we're going to use our construction tape and we're going to seal the bottom off. Now the reason I've done it with the tape and not with using a glue tab is I wanted to try and cut down on the bulk of this page. Otherwise you end up with too much bulk at sort of the edges. So that's why I thought I'd use the tape. Now you don't, if you haven't got the tape or you didn't want to use the tape, by all means then just add on another ½ inch onto this measurement here to create your extra glue tab, which will then be folded under. So that then is ready, near enough to be then put onto the flap that's going to open, okay, like so. So let's put our double-sided tape underneath, like so. Burnish that down, pull that off, and then just make sure I've got it the right way. So that's going to be my right way. So your file flap needs to go where your first score line is. It needs to go up to that, okay, because we need that extra gusset on the outside. Okay, so push that down. So once you've got it how you want it and level, just again ease that down so that you get that glue, that double-sided tape to stick. And then you've created a flap and a sort of your flips and flaps for your page. But we have got one thing left to do, which is the flap number 1. Now the flap number 1 is going to go inside and onto big flap file. So it's going to go onto that, and then we're going to close it, and then it's just going to add another dimension to the actual page. So this, we need to put this on the mountain side fold of your glue tab. Burnish that down, take it off, and again we need to get them lined up. So again, line up the bottom or the top, whichever one you're doing, and make sure it's about 1/8 of an inch just past that scored line. Okay, like that. Burnish that down when you're happy. Close that over. So then you've got your pockets at the front. You flap over. You've got a nice big space there to put some photos. You've got some nice big space there to put extra, but we're going to actually put a pocket on that. And then we've got the inside bit, but then that's not all. When you then fold it over, you've got the inside of the big flap as well as. So there's quite a lot of spaces there that you can put your pockets and things like that. So on this page here, I've actually got an acetate pocket, which is what we'll put on when we will when we sort of come to cover it with our pattern paper. So for the measurements for that, just so that I've got them down, we will need it at 6.5 by 3.5. Okay, so I've cut my acetate 6.5 by 3.5, and then we're going to score it on 2 short edges at 1/2 inch and 1 long edge at 1/2 inch. Like so, and that's going to create our little pocket. Mitre those bottom corners, so where the 2 score lines meet, mitre them corners. And you can also mitre the top corner as well, so where the glue tab is at the top, you're just going to mitre that up to those score lines as well. So burnish them down. I'm just going to fold these down first, and then I'm going to use my Teflon tool to just crease them score lines a bit more. And acetate's so good, it gives you such a crisp score line. So that is going to fit onto our page. Now again, this is up to you. You can go underneath if you wanted to. I'm going to go on the top, and I might actually, no, I'm not going to fit it on just yet. I'm going to wait and get my pattern paper on there first. So we could go ahead and cut the pattern paper for that. So we will need, our pattern paper needs to be 5 3/8 by 8 7/8. Okay. So that can fit on there like so. So you can then put your acetate pocket, can go behind, can tape behind onto your pattern paper. That way the workings out is hidden. So I'm just going to put some double-sided tape just onto the back of the pattern paper and along the bottom bit, like so. Take them off. Okay, and then just bring, so let's turn that over, then we can see. Bring in your acetate pocket and just slide it in like so, and then when you're happy you can then start to ease it down. So I've got a bit too much this side, so I'm going to bring that across. Make sure it's down at the bottom bit, and just bring that across. I think that's about right. When you're happy, burnish that down like so, and then that's then your pocket. Okay, that's stuck in there. So bring in your glue, okay, and then just put your glue up around the sides, and I'm going to put some around here. Now I may put, actually I'm going to put a bit of double-sided tape on this acetate as well. I think that will help it more than the glue. Okay, take the backing off of this. Okay, then I'm just going to put some glue on that double-sided tape, just so I've got a bit of wiggle room. Okay, get it onto the right page, don't put it on the wrong page. So this is going onto the flap 1. Let me just make sure I get the right way, so it's going this way. And then get your measurements. Like so. There we go. And make sure that opens and closes, and then burnish that down. I've got a bit of glue on my hand, so I don't want to get it, and I've got it all over my acetate. Bring in the isopropyl alcohol, and just take off that excess glue bit that you don't want. Right, so that then is that pocket done. Now we need to also put our decorative feature along that edge. That just makes it, gives it another sort of nice feature. So we're going to cut that at, we're going to go with 5.5 at the beginning, and then if we need to cut a little bit off we can. So 5.5 by 1 inch. This is your decorative feature for the top of your acetate. So I'm going to go with 1 inch first, and then go with 5.5, and then we will score that in half, bring that round. Now will that fit? Now you see that's just that few millimeters out, so you just need to trim off a hair's whisker. Just a hair's whisker, not whisper, whisker, to make that fit in there nicely. And then we can get then our decorative our paper on there as well. So I'm just going to put the double-sided tape on the one side of your cardstock here, because it's not going to be needed on the inside. So push that down when you're happy, like that. And then your decorative strip. Now, I could go with that. This is just offcuts now that I've got. Or we could go with that. That's a bit short. That's a bit short, so let's go with that one because that's the longest. So this needs to be cut down to, if we said 5 3/8 by 3/8 of an inch wide. Okay, try that out. And that's just nice. Now I could cut just a tiny hair's whisker again off this edge. It's not a lot, just a little bit, just to give me that nice black border around. And you know what I forgot to do around this one is ink the edges. So I am going to do it on here, if I can find my pen. There we are. So burnish that down. And then that is then that part, near enough finished. We just then have got to add our tags and bits to that. So let's work on cutting these out now. So we need to cut out the pattern paper for this back flap, and it needs to be 4 7/8 by 4 inches. So we want 4 7 inches to be the one that goes across, like so. I'm just going to check to see whether that fits, and it does. Yeah, and then you want it at 4 inches because we don't want to go all the way down into the the pocket of the paper, because it's not going to be seen, so it'd be waste really. So we want it to just come sort of there. For our diagonal pattern paper pieces, we need to cut our cardstock at 8 3/8, and then we're going to cut it to 4 7/8. Just check. And then taking our ruler and our pen again, we're going to measure down 3 inches. Now this may be, it might mean that I need to take off 1/8 of an inch, but I thought we'll start at 3, and then if we need to go down we can. So getting your 3 inch measurement there, you're going to line your ruler up with the top left hand corner, and then we're going to take off that bit there, so we're left with that, and then that should in theory fit. Okay, like so, and then that then can be joined on to that side. Now I may like so, just bring that over a little bit, and then there we are. So that's then that sorted. So let's then do this one. So this we need to cut our measurement down to 5 1/8 by 4 7/8. So I'm just going to use this other side of this paper here. So 5 1/8 by 4 7/8, like so. And then this one we're going to go up 3 inches. So from the left hand corner we're going to go upwards. Make your mark, and then we can line this one up with the right hand corner, and with your 3 inch mark here, there, and then cut that triangle piece off. And then just bring this in and hope this fits. Yes, and that's like a nice finish there. Stop. Before you continue, you will need to secure the bottom of the diagonal pockets with your construction tape. So I was going to use this side. So glue on that. That then goes there. So push that down. Okay, and we're going to do this one as well. So this one you only need to do the 3 edges because the edges won't be seen. Get your glue on, and then this is going to go, I'm going to turn it that way, like so, and then you can go ahead and stick then this down. Let me just move that across. There we are. There we are. So then stick your first diagonal pocket down, like so. And then you can stick the second one down. So I'll need to just put some double-sided tape on that. Okay, push it over like so. So you've got a nice pocket there. But what I forgot to do, before you stick it down, that's what I was doing, wasn't it? Before we were sticking it down, we was going to put the bottom on. Okay, what I should have done, first of all, is stuck this pocket down with our construction tape. Now, because I haven't done that, I'm actually just going to stick it down now with my double-sided tape because I forgot to do that. But what you would need to do is, if you were going to do that, would be to stick it down before you stick the big diagonal pocket down, because that's going to fit underneath it. But I'm true to my style, I forgot to do it. So just to finish that off, I won't pick this all apart because I think if I start to move it all, it's going to start, I'll have to redo the whole thing. So I think that's how I'll just do it that way, and then that way it will be okay. So there we go. So push that over as much as possible, push that down, and then you still got your pocket with your bottom there, but I've just used double-sided tape instead of the construction tape. So then this is going to fit onto this pocket. So that there is them finished. So to keep it closed, because it's going to go like this, it's going to go into our page, and we don't want it to flap open. Put them one at the top here. So these are going on the inside of that flap. So we get one there, one here, and then one at the bottom, like so. And then I'm just going to get these ones and let them just naturally find their partner, like so. It might mean I might need another one or two just to help with the stick. So one there, one there, and one there. I may need one on this side as well to help keep them closed, because they will go in like that. So yes, I will need some on this side. There we go. So what I've done is I've put my 3 magnets on, but I've sandwiched some of the construction tape behind, but with sticky side up, so that when I close this up and burnish them down, that's going to stick them into place. So that one up and that one up. There we go. So that's now stuck them into place. So that's got quite a firm grip now, so I don't need any more. Let's go and bring our book in and just have a look, see what it looks like. So then that goes into the pocket and then sits like so, so that you can open it like that and like that, and then you've got the inside there. So you've got this hidden pocket here that you don't really know is there, but when you sort of open it, it reveals itself, which is pretty good. I like that. That is, apart from now covering it in our pattern paper and things and putting on our photo mats, is that it basically, apart from some tags. I will put the cutting measurements for the pattern paper in with the PDF as well, so that they're there in case you want to cut them out. So thanks again for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed that video. This is quite an intricate design to have done, so I hope you like it. Right, I've gone ahead now and finished the whole page and added all my decorative paper and a few little embellishments as well, just to jazz it up a little bit. And yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. So I'll quickly go through this page with you. So I've then added my tags, which all the cutting information and the measurements will be in the PDF, which the link is in the description box down below. So I've just added some tags there and just added some cut parts from the paper collection as well. And the only thing I didn't do, which I wish I had, or no, not actually wish, because it doesn't really make much difference. I only closed this top pocket at the bottom. I didn't close the bottom, but it doesn't really matter because that is not going to slip out. So adding any more in there to add more bulk is a bit unnecessary. So actually it was a happy accident, that was. So that's the front. Now we then can open it this way. And then we come on to, we've got a tag in here with our acetate pocket. And again, I've just added some cutter parts in. I quite like the way that sort of pops up. I quite like that out of there. Just added some paper clips there. And a photo mat here that's stuck. But what you could do is leave the top here open, and then you could put another tag in there if you wanted. So that's quite good. So you can either put a photograph up there just without having a frame around, which would look quite nice, but I didn't really want to get rid of this here because I quite liked that effect. So then we come on to the secret flap. So we turn it over, and I've just got a huge photo mat there, and I've just put that word baby there, and then our little tuck spot here that I've just added some stickers to, and another tag that goes in there. You can put another tag in there. I didn't want to put too much because I didn't want to bulk it out too much, so I mean you could have put a longer one in there. So then we close them up and then we pull it out. So on our page I've got a big photo mat there. And just added some stickers and embellishments from the paper collection. And then as we open up, I've got some more photo mats there, another tuck spot in here, so you could put photographs behind. And then we come on to the back, which I've left blank, but again you could put some more photographs on there if you wish. So, and then that all fits into our pocket like so. Now, as I say, this is going to be also the page, I think it's page number 7 in the, no, it's page number 8. It is on the back. Or is it on there? 1 second, let me just check. No, it would be page 7. So it's on page 7 of our book. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and pop me a comment and a like as well, because that really helps too. Come and join me on social media. All the links will be in the description box down below, as always, as well as the PDF cutting guide downloadable file link as well. So thanks again for watching. Whatever you're doing today, please have a really good day, and I'll see you again on the next one.